When they're new and early into school, they have their own ideas and creative styles and concepts. And I find as they get older, they're more questioning what's okay. And with art, it's like there's no answer what's okay, what's not okay. It's just like it's your own creative style. It should be all like instinctual, right? You should like let your own subconscious make your art for you rather than always questioning every step. Hi, I'm Jessica. I am a Toronto-based artist. I'm a teacher at Avenue Road Art School, and I primarily focus in resin casting, sculptural work, mold making, a bit of mixed media, and fabrication, custom fabrication. Yeah, after OCAD, I started teaching and working in film a little bit. It's more like an uplifting practice too, to teach students like to be creative in art and kind of exercise that creative form that I think everyone needs to do. I think it's more of a human instinct than just a passion. I find what I love about teaching kids too is that I find they've already have it. I find as so many adults grow up, they stop making art completely, and I find that absolutely bizarre and insane and tragic, because sometimes they're so much more judgmental of their work and insecure and unsure of the next move. I feel like I have to do technical so they have the right tools to build what they want to build. But I think creative working is so important, because especially as an extracurricular art teacher, it's something that just needs to be exercised more in the world, because so many people lose that as they get older. I hope it also gives them confidence confidence in their own ideas, like for going out in the world aside from like their art practice, right? It's like be confident in your own views and your own like creative thinking, right? And your own like responses to situations in the world. I find like those tools can also be used in that way. People are always like questioning like what's okay, what's not okay. Like if everyone is doing like cylinder cubes and proper shading and they're making art, and like so many people here and like all other subjects in life and math and English is this is right, this is wrong, this is right. I find art like one of those things where you can be like maybe there is no right and wrong. Like maybe you didn't do it perfect, and it'll let you know, okay, well these were the steps I gave you, but what I still like about it, there could also be other things. It's not always a yes or no. I find when it comes to like my own practice and the thing that I want to do, for example, like that Frank Lloyd Wright building that I've been working on, and I've been taking so long to do it. It's kind of something that like I want to dabble on for fun with me. It's always like a desire that I have to make art and to kind of like exercise that part of my brain and to work out those like ideas. So I dabble between, I don't know, aesthetic work that I think will look really interesting, like doing like flowers and resin and kind of creating like beautiful visuals, to doing conceptual work as well. I've done a lot of work with processed foods and embedding them in resin and just experimental work to like see what happens over time. I like doing some works where it's like, I don't know what it's going to look like in 20 years, 30 years. So I've done some series where I've taken like hot dogs and dried them out on the counter and embedded them in resin and see what happens, and processed cheese and Twinkies and stuff and weird things like that. And I love doing collaborations too. So that's another thing that I base my career off of, working with other artists. Most of my clients are other artists, bring like our different like skill sets and interests together and make some really cool things, and then also introducing me to like some really cool people. And the curiosity of, I guess, time. Like a lot of my work has something to do with time and how things play in life over time, or preservation, or how things change over the course of time. So the one thing about a resin is that it's used to encapsulate objects, with it being clear and kind of preserving them. So I've definitely done a lot of works around those concepts and ideas.